Can you stop eating till after the production, please? Thank you. Hello, sir. There's your captain speaking. Right. Ready to go? All right.
Let's go.
Yeah, you guys are on.
Alrighty. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a long time, but we're finally back. We're out here at this NFL Flag Football Combine. Tomorrow's future stars start today here at Total Turf. I'm on air with my brother, Jared McNair, right here. He's not a football prodigy. He's more of a soccer prodigy. We'll get into some soccer talk later. But right now, the kids look like they're coming over for a break. And since they're at the break, we'll start talking soccer now.
Okay, let's go.
So, Jared, I understand that the Philadelphia Union are the local soccer team. And is that your favorite team?
Definitely. Philly.
Okay, who is your favorite player on the team?
I can't pick a favorite player. I like them all.
Okay. I understand, even though you have yet to be with the Sons of Ben, that's your favorite fan section. What is your favorite chant that the Sons of Ben have?
The Duke.
The Duke at the goal scoring celebration.
The goal song.
How did you feel yesterday? Do you feel as if the Union give up late goals? Is that what you feel?
Yeah, the Union, they give up easy late goals. Not easy goals, but late goals. 89th minute. And the first week, the 93rd minute against Portland.
Okay. Yes, I was watching the first game against Portland, and I did not get a chance to watch yesterday's game. I did watch the highlights, and it seems as if the Union sometimes get into a state of panic. So as a result of them panicking, they give up the late goals that, in my opinion, can be avoidable. A lot of late goal situations in soccer are always avoidable, but there's always a lapse, and you can tell that from your game yesterday. There was a lapse in the defense. As a result, your 4-1 lead turned into a 5-1 loss.
5-4 loss.
5-4 loss. Do you feel that the Union and your team suffer the same problems?
Yes. We suffer the same problems. We also give up these late goals. And you need to tighten up the defense if you're winning, or even if the game is tied late. You tighten up the defense, make sure nothing gets through, and we just can't seem to do that.
Okay. Union schedule. Union play next weekend. I forget who they play at this very point in time. But besides MLS soccer, the World Cup is coming up in about 60 days, I believe.
Yeah.
We will be watching, in my opinion, the world's greatest sporting event. All types of people and cultures come together for 2 months, a month of soccer. And you would think it goes on a year, but it only goes on a month. And the best soccer players in the world and the best fans, and people say the best sport in the world's game. It brings people together. It stops trouble. Do you think soccer is really the world's game?
It definitely is the world's game. It started back a long time ago in ancient China, and ever since then it's expanded throughout the world.
Who do you think is the favorite this year to win the World Cup?
It's a tough one. Brazil might have a chance with Neymar pushing forward, but the other countries such as Spain, the 2010 World Cup winners, they have their strong sides with their goalie, Casillas.
What do you think, being a United States fan, the United States men are going to have to do to get the job done in Brazil?
They're going to have to lock down, defend, because they have to go against these amazing players, Cristiano Ronaldo, and they're going to have to also boost their offense. They're going against an amazing defense on Portugal as well. Pepe, he is just a monster on defense.
All right, it seems as if the combine is back.
I think
so we're going to observe the combine here.
They're starting again.
Might have to fix the camera angle so you can see it, but we'll get to that in a little bit. Today's seems to be somewhere in the realm of 60 to 70 or 80 kids playing NFL Play 60, encouraging kids to play sports for 60 minutes a day to stay physical and healthy. And some of these are very large kids, first 6th to 8th graders, very big boys. Certainly not for the faint of heart out here. But I would not care to be my brother's age in the way of some of these kids, because they look like they will bring a hurting upon you. But they are tomorrow's athletes, and with South Jersey becoming a hotbed for football, this is a great spot, for these kids to pick up exposure, because by the time I leave high school in 3-4 years. These kids are going to be nationally known. Some of them may be. Some of them might even make it to the pros. But, we'll never know. So, take this little break. And we'll come back. And we're going to view the combine a bit more. And we'll be through for the rest of the afternoon. Joe, we're taking a break.
Yeah, all you gotta do is just come over here and...
And we're back. We are Total Turf. Took a quick break here, but we're going to come back to watching the combine. And it seems that they're in some sort of huddle right now. I'm about to partake.
Yeah, teams.
Probably going into team activities. He seems to be splitting up what seems to be, from what it looks like here, the larger kids are in one group while the smaller kids are in the other group. And I wonder if they're going to do one-on-ones. Maybe some sort of speed training. Not really sure.
Your groups of about 8?
Yeah, it looks to be about, 12 to a group. Some of these kids, you would think they're older than what they are.
These are 6th to 8th graders.
So, I'm not sure what they're doing here. Okay, seems to be some sort of passing. Maybe it's a one-on-one. It looks
Cornerback. Receiver.
Cornerbacks, receivers, one-on-ones. Is it one-on-ones? Don't know if it's a one-on-one. No. Hold up. See, yeah, it seems to be some sort of passing drill. So, we'll be showing you that passing drill in a couple of minutes. Once again, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in about 5. Thank you. Alright, we're back. The drill seems to look like they're about to be starting. Seems to be some sort of passing drill. Probably to test your ability to catch the ball. Might be catching in traffic. I'm hoping it's one-on-ones, because some of these kids, I'd like to see some of these one-on-ones. The matchups they look like they could have. Looks like more of a passing drill. Or it could be deep. I think it might be one-on-ones, because the way these kids look on one end of the field, they seem to be receivers. On the other end of the field, they look to be DBs. So these one-on-ones I would like to see, because these kids do have speed. I've watched them warm up for about 5-10 minutes. They do have speed.
They have size.
Some of them have size. But in my opinion, I think if you have the speed to hang with these kids, it's not really going to matter. Wind's picked up a little bit. This could affect the ball. So they're still on their ends of the field. Not much is happening. Yeah. Oh, okay. So it's just me and him here. Everybody's coming in the middle. I don't know what they're doing. I'm kind of anticipating them to do some sort of drill. But then again, we said that 10 minutes ago, it looks like they were starting, and they still haven't started. So maybe it'd be possible if we could get, maybe pick this camera angle up just a bit, and you can see the field itself. Because right now, I'm not exactly sure what they're doing. So while we're waiting for them to start, we'll talk some more soccer. Soccer is going to be the topic of today. World Cup starts in a couple of days. By a couple of days, I mean 60. But it's going to be one of the greatest. Everybody, soccer fans, football fans, you can say soccer is only for soccer players, but in reality, I think I've seen more people who play other sports, such as LeBron, Kobe. You know, people watch soccer because it's the world's game, and it really does unite the world. I'm pretty sure, yeah, there's violence in the world, but during the World Cup, you don't have as much violence as you have because everybody's trying to watch the games, and they can honestly care less. Soccer is kind of their escape from all the troubles that they have in their country. I mean, we're lucky, fortunate here in the United States, we don't have those troubles. But in countries such as Egypt and all these other countries that have, you know, strict government, they don't have that luxury, so they have to often just to fall back on their football clubs, soccer teams. And I think that soccer is going to end up being, it already is, but it's going to stay the world's most popular game for a long time, because coming up now, you have kids that play in the States and in Europe and South America and all these other places, and they're great soccer players, and they're good. And if you watch soccer now, you see these kids play, and you're just like, these guys play, and they're like, oh, well, they started off young, and they're getting the same trainers, if not better training, and playing better competition than what the guys before them played. So they're really learning how to utilize all the skills they have. And learn how to utilize all the skills they have, they end up becoming these great soccer players, and they continue that the world's game goes on. And yes, I play football, but I still honestly sit there watching a soccer game. It's long, yeah, it's boring, but if the game is tied, if you just watch the final 10 minutes and the game's tied, it might be one of the best things you ever see. These guys are in perfect shape. They can run miles and miles and miles without getting tired. And that, honestly, in my opinion, is here we go.
It looks like it's starting up now.
Here we go. It's starting up. It's 7-on-7. 7-on-7s. Here we go.
It's starting up.
Quarterback's going to drop back, looking for a receiver. He fires it short. Drop pass. Second series here. So they split the kids up. Like I said, seems to be some sort of DB drill. So this is a unit comes on the field. No, it's going to be the same unit.
Same unit.
Coach is going to huddle up his players.
Calling out the play.
Calling out some sort of play here. He's going to send one man out wide to the left. I believe he's going out wide to the left. No, he's going off the field. No, he's going out wide to the left.
No.
Is he? No, he's off the field.
No.
Okay, so there's another man. Don't know if he's going off. He looks like he's going off. So they sent 2 men off the field. So yeah, it is 7-on-7. like I said before, ladies and gentlemen, these are very big boys. They are not average 6th to 8th graders. These are what look to be grown men. You could, if they probably got facial hair, you could pass them one as grown men. They're huge. So they're still in the huddle. The opposing 7 players are out there. Usually 7-on-7 consists of just linebackers, corners, and a safety or 2. So there seems to be one. He looks like a safety. He could be a corner because nowadays corners look like safeties. They're all huge. So example, Cam Chancellor looks like a middle linebacker, but he plays safety. This kid looks like he could be some sort of linebacker. Looks like he's playing some sort of defensive back. Can't figure out if he's a corner or a safety. It's going to depend. He seems to be a safety. He's a safety. There's just 2 safety set. Quarterback drops back, and he fires out wide, lobs it up, but it's going to be short.
Fade route there.
They make us up here. And this young man right here, wearing a pair of red shorts, seems to be a quarterback, and he's honestly of a Tim Tebow build, which shows you how much time has changed. I'm pretty sure way back 10 years ago, kids in the 6th grade weren't this big. And now sports have changed, and these kids are huge. Alright, so back to the safety spot is what it looks like we're going here. They're all lined up. These are very big children. I just can't get over that. Some of them are almost bigger than I am, and I'm a very big person. Alright, here we go. Third down.
Safeties and linebackers.
2 safeties, some linebackers. 7-on-7 linebackers play coverage. Drops back, the quarterback looking. He launches it deep. It's short.
No,
but it's caught.
That's short.
And he takes it to the end zone. Touchdown here in flag football. We'll take a quick 2-minute break and we'll be back here at Total Turf. And we're back. Quick break, but we're back now.
Camera.
Oh, and we come back, and that's the only thing I say about flag football, ladies and gentlemen. That right there was a rough knee to the face, and that is a no-joke hit, because nowadays with this concussion talk, like we usually talk about on the football show, a hit like that, and now you're probably going to have to go see some sort of doctor, da-da-da. You got to go see the doctor and all this stuff. And I mean, personally, I think we baby concussions. Concussions, yeah, they're bad, don't get me wrong. Long-term, they're terrible for you, but I don't think we need to, in all honesty, take 1,000 tests before we come back to play. I got a little headache. You can have a headache from anything, but you get a little hit and people think it's a concussion, and all of a sudden you're done for the rest of the season. So you sit out a majority of your year for what? Nothing. But we're over that. So we're going to talk about more soccer here. We'll just nickname it Soccer Sunday. And yesterday my brother played a game up at... What was that yesterday? Newark? Near the Red Bull Stadium. And the game, ladies and gentlemen, was a great game. This team is a very good team. It's formerly FC Delco, which if you play soccer, you might have an idea of. They merged with a club called Spirit United to make Continental Football Club. Great team they have. Great coach. Yesterday's game, the score was 4-1. Ladies and gentlemen, just make sure you hear me again. The score was 4-1. Going into the half. The game should have been over. In my opinion, not saying my brother's team is bad, nor he's bad, the players are bad. The other team, and you probably can agree with me on this, Jared, wanted it more than his team wanted it. The way the team came out and played the second half, it showed that they just wanted it more. And they played it, they wanted it more, and as a result, they wanted it more. Because his team goes out there, and they played great the first 10 minutes, and then I believe they scored about 4 goals in a 15-20 minute span, and they scored the game winner with about, honestly, 10 seconds left to play. By the time they got the ball, kicked it off, the game was over. That was all avoidable. But like I said, you can say soccer's boring. If you would watch the whole game, it's probably better than this year's Super Bowl. This year's Super Bowl was terrible. But his soccer game was better. The way the other team mounted a comeback. Now, I'm not saying that this team is better than his team, but the way the other team played, they showed they wanted it more. And soccer's one of those games where, yeah, it's not always going to be easy. You're going to run, you're going to get tired, you're going to get sore, you're going to throw up, you're going to be out of shape. But in the long run, the team just came out there yesterday, ran the lights out on their field, and scored 4 goals lightning quick. By the time you looked up, the score was 4-4. So, the real question is soccer as hard as people make it sound, Jared?
No, if you work hard at it and keep practicing, it's not that hard.
Do you think that somebody could, who's never played a sport, come out and say, I just want to play soccer, if they're in shape, and just teach them ball skill, and they can play soccer?
Yes, that's what soccer is.
Ball skill?
A lot of people play because it's not that hard to learn.
Okay. Now, I know you've played this before. Are you fond of the beach blast?
Am I fond of it?
Do you like the beach blast?
Yeah.
Do you think beach soccer is harder than grass soccer?
Yeah.
What makes it more difficult?
When you kick it, you could easily stub your toe in the sand. That hurts. You can also miskick the ball. It'll once again hurt your toe, and that's it, really. And the ball bounces.
Have you ever yourself... Stop. No, we're not talking about stuff. Talk about soccer moments. Because soccer, in my opinion, also has great game-winning moments. What was your greatest game-winning moment?
Game-winning? Or can we count game-tying as well?
Sure.
My greatest game-tying moment was against Hanfield Soccer Club. Way back last year of November, and it was under the lights, and I passed a free kick to Sebastian, carried it in, the ball deflected out, and I just hit it with all my power, and the ball was going, it looked like it missed, and the goalie reached back and picked it out the net, and that's when I know I scored.
Greatest game-winning moment.
Game-winning moment. I have to say the greatest game-winning moment of all time had to be when I took the free kick in the Cohancy tournament, about 2008, 2009 it was. And I hit it with all my power, just went over the goalie, dropped it into the back of the net.
Okay. What do you think? Do you think Americans should start taking soccer as seriously as the Europeans take it?
Yes, Americans don't seem to pay attention to soccer as much as Europeans do. Americans are focused on football, and they think football is just the American game, which it is, but soccer has been around longer. It's more played, and it's the world's game, so why can't it be America's game?
That's a very good statement. I think, personally, there's other sports. Like, I mean, in America, basketball's big. We use basketball. Basketball's big.
Yes, it is.
In Europe, if you go to play basketball, pro basketball in Europe, your house gets paid for, your car gets paid for, you get a ton of money, and you're usually, if you're from America, a fan favorite.
True.
I would rather play, but of any sport, I'd rather play baseball. Yes, I know baseball is boring. Don't get me wrong. I know. You get $300 million to stay in the outfield and do absolutely nothing sometimes.
Mike Trout got paid how much?
If your pitcher is good, if you have a decent pitching staff, you stay in the outfield the whole game and do nothing. You get $300 million just to stand there. I'll play baseball in a minute. I don't care what anybody says. I'll play baseball right now for $300 million. You don't get touched. Your life lasts longer. Yeah, I know the season's 100-something games. You're never really home. But there's $300 million waiting for you in your bank account when you get home. That's a lot of money. In case you guys didn't know. That's a very large sum of money.
Mike Trout as well got paid.
Mike Trout got $300-something million.
To stand in left field.
To basically, well, Mike Trout does more than that. Mike Trout catches and
He's a
home runs, steals bases. But, like, if you play catcher, I guess,
Catcher.
you pretty much sit behind the plate the whole game. You just catch the ball the pitcher throws. Catch a couple of balls in the outfield, catch a couple of pop flies. You don't really have to do much, and you get $300 million to say, I'll play it. I don't care. Pitchers only pitch twice a week, and they get paid $150 million every time they pitch. For twice a week, I'll do that. I can't pitch, but I'll do it.
You still get paid if you have a bad game.
But, you know, we'll talk more baseball when we come back here. Total Turf, WTSL. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been fun here, but that's all the time we have for today. John McNair here, John the Sports Guy. We'll be back soon. Probably not next week, the week after next. Ladies and gentlemen, have a great Easter. A blessed and safe Easter. Good Easter break if you have one. If you don't, I feel sorry for you. But thank you for allowing me, and thank you for listening today. And we'll be back soon. God bless.